Hey guys, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who subscribed, liked, or commented my recent videos. It was my 2019 resolution to try and build a motorcycle YouTube channel, and every bit of support helps. It would be amazing to reach 1,000 subscribers before 2020, so all feedback and suggestions are always welcome. With that out of the way, here's a little experiment I made following videos I watched on the Fortnine channel about chain cleaners and lubes. In the past, I'd used just about every cleaner from iPhone to kerosene with good results. For the lube, I've tried waxes, greases, sprays, and regardless of what I used, I always got about 35,000 kilometers out of my chain. Following Fortnine's review, I decided to try the WD-40 as the cleaner and gearbox oil as a lube. Not only is it extremely cheap, but both work really well. As with any lube, for optimal results, you just want to make sure you clean the chain every 2 or 3 times you grease it, especially if you're off-roading. Otherwise, you're just making an abrasive paste and shortening the life of both your chain and sprockets. The other day, I went riding in the mud, and when I got back, I just rinsed off the bike and parked it in the garage overnight, and since it hadn't been greased for a while before the mud and rinsing, the next morning there was a bit of surface rust on the chain, so here's what I did. I started by generously spraying the chain with WD-40, then a good scrub with an old toothbrush. I reapply another coat to release any deposits and thoroughly wipe it off. Then I proceed to the next section and repeat until the entire chain is perfectly clean. And if you're concerned about WD-40 ruining your O-rings, you can find many videos busting the myth. Some even tried leaving O-rings in a jar of WD-40 for 6 months, and after the experiment, they did not swell, they did not dry out, or change in any way. For the lube part, I use 80W90 gearbox oil. You want to use just enough to cover all surfaces and keep the O-rings in good condition to preserve the factory sealed grease inside the links. Avoid putting too much, and once you're done, it's important to really wipe off the excess to minimize flinging. And if you're worried about removing it all, just try putting some of that grease on your window and see if you can just wipe it off without using any degreaser. If, with all those precautions, some of the grease finds its way to the rim, WD-40 will clean it up in seconds and make it look like new. Just make sure to avoid the breaks. After 7,000 kilometers, my chain is still in great condition. It's as rust resistant as with any of the other products I've used, and cleaning the chain is now a piece of cake. As a final proof of how effective it is when applied regularly, here's what the chain looks like after riding over 1 hour in the rain and letting the bike sit in the garage for a few days. If you want to try it out, let us know how it works for you, and if you use a different combo, share your experience below. Thanks for watching, and ride safe.